It is nearing Christmas on the Isle of Sodor. All of the engines are busy, but excited for the holiday celebrations.
Whoa, what?
What in the name of... Oh! Ah! Oh! Hi, Gordon.
Hello, Henry.
Whoa, what the...
Oh!
Oh, the indignity.
Later that day, most of the engines were called to the sheds. The Fat Controller was not happy.
I have no idea who is responsible for the accident, but what I do know is that it's caused a lot of confusion and delay. We've had to close most of the main line just to sort out this mess, and I do not approve. Whoever caused this accident must own up now, because nobody is leaving this shed until they do. By my order. Now, speaking of orders, if you excuse me, I've got a pasty and MC buns with my name and saliva on it. Good day.
Alright, you two, own up. Who caused the accident?
Henry, without a doubt.
Gordon, obviously.
Wait, what?
Why me? It could have been caused by anyone on the island.
Let's face it, it's very likely to have been one of you lot.
The question is, how do we prove it?
Why don't we all just vote? Like those election things they did on the other railway.
Excellent. Speak to your driver about who you think is to blame, and we'll show each other at the same time.
Wait, what?
This is disgraceful.
Well, go on then. Why are you blaming me?
Easy. You were simply going too fast, Henry. You were only pulling a local goods train, and if you were travelling at a slower, more modest speed, you wouldn't have collided with me when I derailed.
Says the express engine. It's not my fault I was going fast. I was making up for lost time because someone made me late. I can hardly be blamed for trying to keep to the schedule.
Okay. Who held you up then?
That was Thomas.
I can explain. I had something on my mind when I was crossing the junction. I got distracted. Why exactly, I'd rather not say.
Suspicious.
I don't think Thomas would have intentionally delayed you, Henry, so that you could crash into Gordon, especially seeing as he was on his own branch line.
A fair point.
Besides, Gordon, weren't you the one going too fast, seeing as you didn't stop in time?
Why, little Thomas, don't you even try to put me in the guilt. I could not stop in time because I didn't have a brake coach to assist. That was Percy's fault, for not shunting it on my train.
Me? But I'm innocent. I didn't cause the accident. Honest.
Well, prove it now.
I couldn't shunt your brake coach because someone had already taken it. James?
Rubbish! Don't you all go looking at me. When I'm told I have to shunt my own passenger train and I only find one brake coach in the yard, I'll take it. Who wouldn't? Not my fault at all. Besides, surely someone more relevant to the crash was the cause, such as Emily. She was involved from the start. Percy, you little twit, I swear.
I? You think I'm responsible? I was just doing as I was meant to. The signalman never stopped me as I went into the collision zone because Edward was distracting him. That's why I ran into the back of Henry's train.
Oh, please. I was simply informing that signalman that Duck had broken down on the line. I was telling him to stop all trains so they wouldn't cause an accident.
Oh yeah? How did that go?
Oh, come on. It wouldn't be like Edward to be the one to cause the crash.
That doesn't mean I'm the one to blame. I mean, how was I supposed to know that if I broke down, Edward would distract the signalman to allow Emily to pass through and crash into the back of Henry?
This is getting really complicated.
Now, I'm not one to brag, but on the Great Western... As I was saying, on the Great Western Railway, we never would have allowed such an accident to have happened because the track would have been in tip-top shape. Surely whoever caused the crash was the one who broke the track.
I must admit that is something I can agree upon. So who broke the track?
Toby, weren't you and Henrietta sent to inspect that section of track? Why didn't you report it was damaged?
Well, because it wasn't damaged. Besides, I wasn't the last one to use it. That was Donald and Douglas, I think, not long after me.
What are you saying, Woodone? You wouldn't be saying it was us, would you?
Well, logically, if you used the track after me, you broke it.
A pile of stone, pieces of wood and 2 steel rails bolted to them would nae fall apart because of 2 engines and a train. Ollie, you seem to be suspiciously quiet. What secrets are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. Haven't got anything to say, so I'm not to say anything.
Wait a wee minute here. Weren't you supposed to deliver the new rails last week for that section of track?
Precisely. I did. But the workmen were told by Toby that the track was okay.
It was. Otherwise, I couldn't have used it.
But if the track was defective, then surely nobody is to blame?
No, I'm not buying that.
Okay then, everyone, another vote. Let's see if any opinions have changed. And most votes blame Toby.
Oh dear.
So tell us, Toby, why did you cause the crash? Aye, what he said.
If that's even your real name.
This is absurd. I simply did not cause the crash. I don't know why you think I did.
You were supposed to inspect the track and report any damage.
And I did. The track was in completely usable condition. Whose side are you on, Thomas?
My own side. I am the one and only.
The track can't have been usable, Toby, because the next engine to use it crashed.
Precisely. Cost my fame and my fortune to sort out insurance.
Not true, James. The last engines to go through were the twins.
But Gordon.
But Thomas.
But Toby.
But Percy.
Hello. But James.
But Emily.
But Edward?
But Duck?
But Toby?
But Donald and Douglas.
But the Fat Controller.
But Oliver.
But Toby...
That is quite enough. Now, on my travels to Knapford, I was provided with CCTV footage of the crime scene. Alas, we can now get to the bottom of this before you start giving me a migraine. Do you have anything else to say?
It wasn't me.
Thank you, Percy. Well then, it seems it's Donald and Douglas who are responsible. Donald's plough broke and caught in the rail, and Douglas was pushing him.
Nay, true, sir. I had no idea the track was broken. I was pulling the other way. I guess it must have been me, sir. My snowplough came loose and I wanted to go the other way. Aye, you did nae listen. I told you we cleared that line ahead first, but you tried to take me the other way. Why didn't you say you broke your snowplough? I was mad to speak to you. I'm sorry. I did not know it broke the track.
Ugh, trust someone called Donald to mess up the system for all of us.
I knew it wasn't me. I knew it.
That wasn't the great Western way of doing things, you two.
Send them packing.
So am I cleared from trial now?
Stop this, everyone. Donald clearly explained he wasn't aware what happened, and he's apologized. What more do you want? Aren't you all sorry? We clearly all had some part in this.
Edward's right. It's Christmas, everyone. This is a time for goodwill to all people and engines. Let's just end all of this.
All right, Donald, I suppose we can forgive you. Just be more careful next time.
Aye, thank you all.
Well, with that, I suppose we can all go back to where we were and forgot this accident ever happened. Do I even need to ask how that's possible? Who's responsible? Come on, own up. I've got places to be and my mouth to feed.